Hi Scorpio, my name is Lisa Saliba and welcome to your Tarot and Oracle card reading for August 2020. I can't believe we're in August already. Yes, this month I'll be using the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck. Whoops, sorry. And to clarify, I'll be using a new deck called Threads of Fate, which was recommended by my cousin Claudia. So thank you, Claudia. Sorry about that, you can barely see it. It's a beautiful deck. But for those who haven't tuned in before I pre-shuffle, I usually meditate. And in my meditation, I received a message for you, Scorpio, my dear Scorpios. I received an image of an eye, and with this eye, the actual pupil was growing, and the colour of the eye was hazel. And all I heard was an eye for an eye, and then I heard, I see. So yes, this all happened before I pre-shuffled, so usually, for those who haven't tuned in before, usually this is a different setting. Usually you'd see my face. So this time I have to get used to not facing the camera. So excuse the awkwardness. Anyway, we'll start off with the reading. We'll start off with your recent past, your present, and your course of action, and then your outcome, my dear Scorpio. And then after that, we'll go on to your oracle card reading. Okay, let's get started with your recent past. You have your Four of Cups. Four of Cups in your recent past. Look at that. Somebody is offering you a cup of love, or offering you an opportunity, maybe within the workplace. This is in your recent past, or a partnership, or maybe you're just disconnected with somebody. You could have blocked them off. Maybe this is a general reading. Remember, Scorpio, it's not for everyone. I don't know. You probably haven't returned their calls or blocked them from Facebook or anything like that, or just haven't been speaking to them or ignoring them, or could be another scenario, as I said, or you just see this person, could be just feeling sorry for yourself, that this person's got, he or she, their head down, that they can't see the opportunity that's been offered to them. Right there, okay? Got these 3 cups down the bottom here. We've got this 1 cup being opportunity, not 1 cup that's been fallen down, okay? Maybe a relationship, or maybe anything, but your head's down. Must be feeling sad at this present time. To clarify, you got Scorpio, higher perspective. Did I read that right? Yeah, higher perspective. Speaking of the eye, look at that. I know it's very hard to see. These are beautiful cards. You've got the eye. Wow. And this was before I pre-shuffled. I saw the eye in my meditation. Now, the eye, this means, Scorpio, seeing moving pieces as they truly are. Sometimes, you have people around you that good at, as I've said, these have been in previous videos with other star signs, and as I've said to the other zodiacs, it's very popular today. It's been coming out, this card. So there must be this type of energy around that people are good at sucking us all into a square of a limited vision. Okay, Scorpio. Everybody tends to have this kind of influence on each other. All right, but the universe, spirit is letting you know that you have the option of choosing a new behavior and a new environment. Okay? It's you. You have the option to change. So that's in your recent past. Whether you've made those changes, I'm not sure. Let's look in your present. In your present, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, there's a lot of, whenever I see twos, I think of balance, two of anything. Now there's an imbalance because it's in reversed. Pentacles is all about abundance, health, wealth, relationships, everything. Money you put, and there's your mindset. There's a fair bit of imbalance at the moment in August. And why is there imbalance? Let's find out. My dear Scorpios, we've got the Death card right here. Sorry, I'm trying to, there's a reflection here so that you can see. All right, now the Death card isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's where you have to let go of all the things that no longer serve you. And I know that could be a very, very difficult thing sometimes. And it can take a long time for some. It can be a long journey. It can take months for some. It can be a big transformation for some, depending on your circumstances. And a much easier way, they say a much easier way to let something die is to bring the new into your life. Bring in something new. Okay, take up a new course. It could be anything new. Rearrange your room. Plus, what would help is to, clean your room, clean your household, chuck out what you don't need. Chuck out, just do a lot of clearing. A lot of meditating, a lot of detoxifying within your body as well. Eat healthy. But also on the surface, just if you have a passion, take that up. Okay, keep yourself occupied and just shred the rest. The rest will shred. Will just die. Okay. Pretty soon you'll forget about it. Hopefully. Yeah. It's a bit of a transformation. Well, once you learn to accept and let go, then you'll get back your balance and things will become clearer again to you. In your course of action, you have the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles, as I said, Pentacles is all about abundance, health, wealth, family life, relationships, everything. And yeah, this is an Earth card as well. But the Three of Pentacles is all about working within a group. So if this is about work, teamwork. It's all about teamwork. Working within a team. I think Spirit wants you to work within a team or get along with your family. If you've had family issues, a bit of imbalance within the family, or maybe other relationships, within your friends, maybe encouraging you to, with the Death here, search for new surroundings, find a new, I'm looking for the words, I know it in my head, but a new group, it could be a new, religious group, you know what I mean, a new friendship group. If you've got a new job, don't be shy to ask your colleagues, hey, do you want to go out for a drink or something? Get to know other people. Bring in the new in your life, new friendships. So you can let the old die. Work as a team, get to know each other. You can learn a lot off each other. Okay. And then we've got strength. This is a beautiful card to clarify that in your course of action, to clarify the Three of Pentacles. You have strength. Wow. Look at the roots of that. It is saying things are coming up right now, my dear Scorpios, that require your courage and willingness to be, uncomfortable. Yeah, and when you're trying to make new friendships, like I was saying with the Three of Pentacles, or starting again new as a team at a new job, or even having that reconciliation that you need to have with your family or any kind of relationship, or letting something die, as I said before with the Death card, and starting again. That's got to be uncomfortable. So it's our ability to transition to loss and change, and this will depend on our patience and riding out the storm. And this is what the Strength card means. So Spirit is saying that the storm shall pass and you can move through it, but you have to believe that you can move through it. Okay? You have to believe you can move through the storm. Sorry about the reflection, Scorpio, but it's the strength once again. I know it's hard for you to see. They're beautiful cards though. And 2 came out for clarification. You also have the power. That's beautiful. I love the power. This is just a reminder, look at that bright light, that you are more powerful than you think, Scorpio, than you can imagine. You may have given away your power at some time, like we all do, without even knowing it. But you can always get it back. Okay? You can always get it back. Sometimes we give away our power just by how we respond to certain situations. It's always our response. So if you get angry at what somebody's trying to tell you, that doesn't make sense. Blah, blah, blah. Start again. Sorry, Scorpio. If somebody's trying to make a statement or trying to talk to you, or if somebody's they could be even getting angry at you at the same time, and you're snapping back even twofold, that's the kind of reaction they want to get out of you, and especially if you're such a good soul. So, they're taking away your power. So just think about that, okay? Spirit just wants you to regain your power and your strength. So the outcome is the Knight of Wands in reversed. Look at that wand of fire. That fire, if it was upright, it would all be all about action and adventure and you being fearless, but it's in reversed. That's a bit about anger, impulsiveness and recklessness. Wow. And to clarify, I could barely see this, it's get wild. Speaking of recklessness, get wild. Look at that. It's like there's 2 dinosaurs there. Get wild. I need to get wild. This card is all about, if you're in that kind of environment where, in that nature, where you're in a state of control, discipline, of order and respect, and you're basically raised like this, especially if you come from a ethnic background such as myself, where you had to have that respect for your parents, and it's where you made lots of sacrifices, so to speak. I had to come up with the right word, which was, yes, sacrifices, and having that respect, and it was that discipline and that order. And it's hard to find that wild side to yourself. It's hard to find that, especially when you're not accustomed to it, especially when you're not used to having that. What is your wild side? What is your wild self telling you? This is what Spirit is asking you. If it was movement, what would it be? If it was sound, what would it be? You know, you have to go within to find out if there's not much excitement in your life. You know, this is what's the outcome. You know, there's death in this reading here. And in my meditation, you know, you can see now you are starting to open your eyes where you are realizing that something needs to change. You need to release what no longer serves you. And you need to find that part of you that needs to be set free, that needs to be born. And you need to find your balance. Let's see, my dear Scorpios. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Let's ask an angel. Get to your oracle cards. Dear guardian angels. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know in the month, oh, that came out quickly, of August? You have joy. Finding your joy, isn't that beautiful? Just leave that there. Joy. Okay, now where's the, I'm going to have to read this. Where are we? Joy. Joy is the expression of the heart at its highest vibration, the ability to stop and experience the beauty and perfection of life, without focus on outcomes, to be able to celebrate the beauty and the grace of God. This is what we experience when we allow joy into our hearts. Joy is the freedom of the heart, the inner child, and the wild self, the true self. When we liberate ourselves from heaviness of the mind, we free our hearts and give ourselves permission to be and express ourselves without the usual set of rules and limitations. These moments are food and nectar for the soul. Joy keeps us connected to our true self, and it keeps the inner fire alive. Too much of this fire can burn us out, but not enough can leave us an empty vessel. Joy and the expression of joy is vital to our body, mind, and soul. This is a time for laughter, play, and the exploration of all things that bring you joy. It may be a time for being carefree, a time to bring balance to the serious aspect of the self. In many cultures of the world, there exists a trickster, an archetype who trips people up when things are getting too serious or when they are taking themselves too seriously. This may be a time to trip yourself up in order to get back to earth. It is essential now to let go of heaviness, have fun, play, dance with life, and find the lightness within the heart, mind, and soul. Find out what lights the flame of joy in your heart and give yourself the freedom to experience this beautiful and soul-enriching feeling in your life now. Amen, Scorpio. Okay, now we have talking to heaven. This is the last one. To contact people that have passed away. see, who would like to communicate with Scorpio? Oh, any messages? Okay, any other messages that came out quick? Anyone would like to communicate? Scorpio, August 2020, August 2020. Anything else? Oh, dear loved ones. Okay. The first one. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. Maybe a family member or a friend, a loved one, a message, beautiful message. Another one. It is not your fault. Maybe somebody feels responsible. A loved one or a friend, family member is saying, it is not your fault, Scorpio. I had to leave that way. You have to understand that this person had to leave a certain way, Scorpio. That's a message for some of you. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your support, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. Since March this year, that's when I started. And if you would like to know more about what I do, don't hesitate. Please visit me on www.lisasaliba.com.au, and please have a fantastic month. Take care. Much love. Goodbye.